Hey, good afternoon, everyone. We're here at the Spotlight. And with the Spotlight, this is on a special series that Bryan with the 101 Referral Network group has put together. And it gives us all an opportunity to really drill down in on a little bit deeper as to who we are and what we do. So, come and join us, on every other Wednesday. I'm sorry, every Wednesday, for the month of March. So come join us next week and catch some information about a lot of other people. So don't be shy, come join us.
Oh,
So
thank you.
a little bit about me. Okay. I've been in the health and wellness industry for almost 30 years. I've been a personal trainer, and they tell us it's a fitness trainer because our initials, PT, doesn't want to interfere with someone to say a physical therapist. So as a fitness trainer, health coach, I was a baseball coach at the collegiate level, high school level, softball coach at the collegiate and high school level. And then what brought me around to doing an even better and enjoying that was a mental performance. As a trainer and health coach, I found myself, really focusing it on the food that we eat, making sure that it's not contaminated, and making sure that it's quality, and really teaching the fitness and health all along the way. And then as time traveled, things changed. And so I got into the health and wellness. And then I found out, my daughter mentioned to me, Dad, what do you know about water? Because I always preach to them, water, water, water. Half your body weight in ounces at all times. And then we started looking together at this because she was searching for her home, because I'm known as the researcher. I'm going to go find out what's really going on. And so we started researching and found out our tap water was terrible. And then when we traveled in our RV from Arizona all the way to New York, Michigan, there was times in, like Oklahoma, it was orange, full of iron. Tennessee, it was brown. And in New York, it was questionable. It looked like it wasn't muddy, but you couldn't see through it. And I thought I had it pretty well covered with a good sediment filter and a chlorine filter, but little did I know. So, okay, the good, it's not good. And see, the aging USA, this is the biggest one, is the infrastructure. We think about, we're blaming everyone, but it's the infrastructure. Here in Arizona and other places across the country, it could be 75 to 100 years old. So it's not all on the shoulders of our municipalities. It's just not always their fault. Okay, and we got to be careful not to blame anyone for that. Oops, little heavy finger there. It's worse than what you think. Ordinary faucets in Americans are primary sources of water. And when you think about that, what's in our water, do you really know? Most of the time, we just don't. But there is a third party consumer advocate group, and I'll tell you a little bit more about that in a minute, that does keep an eye on the EPA, every little move that they make. Okay, your tap water, the secret ingredients that are in there, everything that you can imagine, from fecal matter, bacteria, chloroforms, chemicals, disinfectants, herbicides, pesticides, nitrates. It's just incredible what could be in there, because when it leaves the, like here in Arizona, when it leaves the municipality, when they're working on it, it's crystal clear. It is, top notch. But by the time it gets to your faucet, it's got all this other unnecessary stuff in there, but it's you can't get away from it. So when you look at what's really in there, you got chlorine, because the chlorine it has to be in there because it kills things. It kills pesticides, the fecal matter, the bacteria, the spores. I mean, you wouldn't believe it, but along the way, it picks up lead, picks up iron, arsenic. Arizona has one of the highest arsenic levels all across the United States, higher than almost anywhere. And that's, some of the different reasons is because of the type of groundwater that we have. It's so solid. Okay. Right. Some of the things that we know that are in there, like I was just saying, chlorine and chloramine. Some of the stuff that they put in the water, as it cruises along the way, by the time it gets to our house, it's what they call trihalomethanes. And I'll talk a little bit more about that in a minute. But it's just terrible what's really in there, but it has to be in there. Okay. And then the minerals that we put in water softeners to eliminate the calcium. Well, we need the calcium and the magnesium, and it has to be in there for our bodies. And the most recent Who's familiar with Westbrook, Peoria area? Radon, uranium, those guys glow over there. And it's really sad when you look at how much bad stuff is in there. Okay. And then the bad part is the kids drink it. They play it. We want them to go take their showers. So there's different forms of water. There's drinking water. There's bathing water. We brush our teeth with it. We shower in the hot steam. And then we do our laundry with it. If we use it for everything. Our bodies are made up of over 75% water. Our brain, our hearts, our muscles, everything. So we can't do without it. And that was me as a health coach and a trainer. I was harping on everybody all the time. Water, 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 half your body weight in ounces. And then, I was steering people wrong. I was actually, really messing their gut biome. Okay. The CDC alone, it estimates that annually nearly 20 million Americans fall ill due to contaminated drinking water right here in America. Okay. The EPA, 70% of the EPA knows that those facilities, does that mean?
Uh-oh.